Hello everyone, this is Joe Thatcher with Midwest Military Equipment out of Avenue, Missouri. Today I'm going to be explaining the assembly of our MME hard door kit. We're going to go ahead and walk you through the process of assembling one of the doors. After you get one figured out, they're all pretty basic, go together the exact same way. First I'm going to start off by walking you through what's going to be included in our kit. Now once again, this is just demonstrating one door. We do have all the strikers set out here, which there is a left and a right and a front and rear. Your long, narrow strikers are going to be your front door strikers. Your triangular shaped strikers will be your rear. Those are going to bolt in the same factory location that your pre-existing strikers are. Here we have our trim ring screw, which this is our window. This is our trim ring. The trim ring is what is going to attach the window to the door itself. What it does is it pinches the window to the door and allows for the window to not have to be epoxied in. The window's got its own gasket on it, which you'll see later on in the video. We've got our quarter 20 by 1 inch long, or by 1.5 inch long fasteners. These are required to install the MME door handle. The door handle has got a drop-in cup holder, as you can see here, which just slips in. We've got our quarter 20 nuts and our quarter 20 flat washers. Here are our hinges. We've got a left and a right door hinge. As you can see, the contour of the hinge is different from left and right. And then we've got our exterior locking door handle and keys. The interior handle just simply screws into the back of the handle like such, and then that's how you're going to open the door from the inside. This right here is our edge guard. This allows for the door to seal correctly around your vehicle. This takes care of the gap and allows a nice clean fit and finish where no water can get inside the cab of your truck anymore. Because unlike a lot of the soft doors and older military X doors out there, they always seem to leak a little bit of water. That gasket solves the problem. Here we've got a 7/16 open end wrench, a Phillips chuck, which you could either use a Phillips screwdriver. Today we're going to be doing an impact chuck. And then we've got our number 4mm Allen head wrench. We've got a ratchet just to help speed up the process. Don't really necessarily 100% need a ratchet. Tools required is you're going to need an electric drill with a 3/16 drill bit. And then, for example, today we're going to be using an impact driver just to kind of speed up the process. All right, if we want to walk over here to the doors themselves, I'll walk you through the process of assembling them. First, we're going to start off by popping the X pattern on. So we're going to need our hand riveter and our 3/16 long rivets. We're going to take our X pattern here. On some particular doors, the X pattern may be off just slightly. You might have to trace them with the 3/16 drill bit. That's why we provide those with the kit. So what we're going to do is we're going to center the X pattern up with the pre-punched holes in the door. Drop in our rivets. Then as you can see up here at the front of the door, towards the front of every door, there's going to be 2 holes that are not used. Those are actually where our cup holder bolts in. So you won't have to do anything with those while you're pop riveting the X pattern on. So once again, all the rivets in there. We're going to take our hand riveter, go onto the rivets, just going to pop a couple on this door, so that way we can continue on with the rest of the installation video. Next, I'll be explaining the installation of the handle. The handle itself drops into the pre-slotted holes here. You're going to have to take a 3/16 drill and go ahead and chase these holes. And the rivets just slide right in. Same thing, we're going to go through and we're going to pull the rivets on the door handle. Alright, so the next step is going to be bolting in the interior cup holder. The interior cup holder is going to require the 1.5" quarter 20 screws that we walked through earlier. And I add a washer to the exterior. And to take these, the loop where the cup holder actually fits into always goes forward. So we're going to take that, drop our bolts through, take a washer and a nut, and our handle here, and go ahead and slide these two together. And your interior handle is finished. Next, I'm going to be explaining, we're going to flip the door over and walk through installing the edge guard onto the door itself. The edge guard is going to come in a 572-inch spool. We normally like to start at the bottom of the door. You're going to want your bubble, as you can see, to the outside or to the inside. We normally start at the bottom of the door so that way you don't see a seam up towards the top. We're going to go around and install this edge guard. Just slips over it. You might need to take a little hammer, that's why we have a dead blow there on the table. And the edge guard, as you can see, so you're going to continue to roll the edge guard around the outsides of the doors, pushing it in evenly as possible. Pull it tight. And you can see we've already cut this to the predetermined length, so what you're going to do is you're going to have extra and you're going to want to cut it off flush. Next, we'll go through installing the hinges. We're going to take the 1/4 20 by 1 inch long hinges, or hinge bolts, the flat washers here, along with the nuts. See, this is the difference once again, is you want the bend of the hinge away from the door. So we're going to go through, bolt these on. Like so. You just want to go ahead after you get these all bolted on, just snug them up. Normally don't like tightening them all the way because when you hang the doors on the truck, you need to leave a little bit of slack in them for adjusting them and getting them hung on the truck. You're just going to end up moving them back and forth, but just get them snugged up real good. With the hinge, you can still move it a little bit, but it's not necessarily really tight. Next thing we're going to do is show you how to install the window. We're going to take our window and our trim ring. This is the trim ring. This here is the window. The screen goes forward. We're going to set the window down underneath here like so. And we're going to take our trim ring, the silver portion of the ring goes to the downhill side. We're going to take our window and apply pressure to it to get it to pop up through the window frame. We're going to take our Phillips bit and our window retainer screws. Hold our window up tight. Take our retainer screw, starting at the middle. You can see that draws the window up tight into the door frame. We're going to take our screws and we're going to continue to do this all the way around the entire window until it's sucked tight all the way across.